that can be on film. Okay, well basically it's TAR stands for Teenage Republicans, and it's a kind of a subgroup of the Republican Party for the youth to get involved. Now there's actually clubs in all 50 states, and the point of TAR is basically to be active in the political system, federal and state, to grow as leaders in your community, and also to do community service and projects. Now, part of the political activism is like working at the booth and going working on campaigns and being involved that way. So you're learning the political process and how that works and influencing that. And why is that important? Well, because we are the next generation. We will determine what happens for this country after, unfortunately, you're gone. So,
you have to look at me when you said that.
We're not as active as you.
Going a little slower, we'll take care of that. So once you're gone, we are the next generation. And the main issue that we have at this point is that we're not getting, this generation is not being influenced and brought up in a conservative, in a founding fathers in a freedom-loving country. They're basically being brainwashed into believing government is best. You know, there is no God, separation of church and state in all these different areas. So the point of this is to be able to take and grow these beliefs in youth, so we have a strong generation that believes in the principles of the founding fathers and can influence the country for generation to generation. Because this is America, and we are the best country in the world, but that is only when we have a strong populace that is knowledgeable and active in the republic. Now, of course, this influences the community because we're going to be doing community projects as well, which will help people in poorer situations and people who don't have opportunities to get help and see the love that this country has, and also grow their enthusiasm and influence them, because they're also the next generation. And as America, we should be leading the world in this. I think that covers it pretty well. I mean, we'll be active in campaigns and different things. And
how do we get involved? How do young people get involved? How do they know about you? How do they contact you?
Contacting would be, I know we have, yeah, you can jump.
Okay, so my wife is the adult leader of the club, and they're based out of schools. Okay, so there's a small one at airport. Ours has about 25 kids in it, and we are homeschooled. And we're at the Resource Center, which is over by Lexington Dawnbusters, about 122 students in that school. And so this TARS is based out of that school. So you have to, you basically start one where you would like to start one at the school, but you can't cross schools. It's trying to keep them segregated. So we have a Facebook page, M2, and M2, you know what M2 stands for? Mick Mulvaney. My wife loves Mick Mulvaney. You know, great in South Carolina. So we can't even vote for him. You know, we hope to when he becomes senator. You know, when he becomes senator. So that's what it stands for.
So is that the is that your page? M2?
M2 TARS. Yep.
M2 TARS.
What's the national page?
It's TARS.
Yeah,
I looked it up.
And they have a national conference, and it's the whole 9 yards. They've been doing it. In fact, Rick Quinn is our representative, and he's our support structure. And Mike Green, Mike Green is our consultant. He helped start the program. We have a board. My daughter is the chairman. She takes dual enrollment at Texas for us, so she's out here. But so we have a board of about 4 people who are leading the club. So and they're elected. So Rick said he came to our kickoff meeting about a month and a half ago and said that Ronald Reagan told him, you know, when you get the 18 votes, and start eating. That's what Ronald Reagan told him in 1979 before he got to it. And so it's, you know, it's very important to get these kids active. We walked in the Chapin parade. You know, we helped Trina with her signs. We've been involved. They were doing Joe Wilson's phone bank that he ran last time. And we're walking in the parade. You know, they've had Nikki came to speak at Kathy's class. Kathy teaches a yoga class at the Resource Center. We had Gretchen Barrett come, Randy Page come.
Is she allowed to have them come anymore?
Huh?
I think is she allowed to have them come anymore because out in, what is it?
Dutch Fork.
That's Fork. Dutch Fork.
And we are also homeschool. We can do
whatever you want. I like that. Okay.
The government can't tell us what to do, so as long as we're on the guidelines of the state. So, but it's going to be a very active club. They've already started, and they were fair food. They'll be involved in campaigns. Next year they're really big deal good. So there's got a campaign coming up. So.
Does the local TARS group meet anywhere or have meetings or?
They do. Yeah, their meetings are on the Facebook page. I think their next meeting is at Jamestown Coffee. But it'll be out there. Y'all welcome to come and meet the kids. Yeah, they meet it. They try to meet at different places that are fun for the kids.
Do you have good turnouts for that?
Yeah, like we met at Yoga and Cruise out on 378.
So if we find out when the meeting is, then a young person can show up at the meeting. They don't. I mean, is there a closed membership or is it an open membership?
It's closed from a standpoint because it has to be associated with that school.
Correct. Oh, okay. So if that meeting is happening, the one at that place you're talking about, James, whatever. Anyway, then it only is for children that are in that.
Yeah, but those are the only ones that can, people can come and hear about and learn about cars and maybe start their own. But yeah, it's for them to be active and for them to decide what they're going to do, what's their next event, run their meetings. And
so if y'all, I didn't mean to interrupt you. So if y'all are in airport, all right, Lexington, they don't have
I don't think Lexington has one. The only other one we know about is the airport. There's like only got 4 or 5 kids in it, which is the problem you're talking about. Nobody's active.
Right. So, but you would have to go to either the homeschooling or the airport to go to the airport TARS, right?
Right.
And just to piggyback from the state party standpoint, the last executive committee meeting we had on October 15th, we rechartered the state TARS. My senior year in high school, I was chair at Dutch Fork, and this is exciting to see what these young students are doing. They were very involved and active with the state fair, as well as Mr. Ross over there. But these this is how you get your start. Alex German, who's our political director, that's how we met, and we've been great friends ever since. And we met at a TARS event our sophomore year in high school. And so if you're interested in starting a club, if you know somebody interested in starting a club, have them contact the state party, and we can go from there. Adam Piper, who is our third vice chair, as a part in the bylaws of the RNC and of the state party, he's in charge of Young Republicans, College Republicans, and TARS, the outreach in that. And so that's why we reestablished and rechartered the state. And you are having convention in a month or 2, or is there something coming up for the state?
I do not know.
We were talking about something coming up and maybe going ahead and electing a new state board to go ahead and get started, because there are the homeschool groups, but I know Chester High School used to be active, Dreer, Flora, Dutch Fork, all 4 or 5 years ago, and now they've just kind of gone away, and there are different reasons at each school as to why, but encourage these young students. Edgar's been awesome to work with, and are you Allie's dad? I hope. Hey, yeah. Allie's been great. It's just an awesome group to get involved in, and they need the older generation support from College Republicans and YRs, because like you said, they are the next generation, and to get them as involved as possible, and parents that are taking the lead on that, that's awesome as well. So.
Is there a cost for the local groups to join the state group?
That would be up. If whenever they have another convention, it'll have to go through that. It's kind of like a subsidiary of how the RNC is. How you have the different party dues and stuff goes for different events, and you can fundraise and all that kind of fun stuff.
We didn't have to create any special dues to have a cost.
Right.
there's no really cost unless, you know.
You want a T-shirt or something like that?
Yeah, we did something like that, but there's no formal cost to have a tar shirt. You don't have to submit $200 to the R&D to have a tar shirt.
So they can join the state without paying anything?
No, well, I mean, they can have a tar group without paying anything, right? That's what we
That's local. Yeah, what I was asking is if a local group wants to be part of the state group, can they do it without having to pay any
Well,
fees?
we're in the process of re-establishing the state group. So once there's like a date set for state TARS convention and all that kind of stuff, that's when all of that will be set and determined. And again, we have to go back and look at the national TARS and see how it's done in other states as well. Because like I said, it's been 4 or 5 years, I guess, since the state TARS have really been active. So,
And we really need to get them active again.
the last state chairman was Alex Stroman, so he's been helping. I think he's talked with Miss Lord as well. And Mike Green has been
Mike's
awesome.
awesome,
yeah, Mike's awesome to work with.
Yeah,
So
he didn't show up this morning then.
he was with Perry all day yesterday.
Oh, okay.
So I mean, it's awesome, and we're looking forward to helping all of the TARS out and establishing somewhere.
So, do you think there may be a state convention?
We've been talking
That
about
would be
it.
great to have before the school year ends to get these kids.
Whenever we were in high school, it was always in the spring.
Okay.
And there are different awards that are given out, and that's when
We
you
would be very
elect.
supportive to help you guys
Okay.
get that going and communicate.
I'll have to talk with Piper, and I know Piper and Mike Green have talked about it, and so we'll have to get on that.
That'll be
So,
fun.
yes,
Okay.
sir.
I'll tell Kathy. She'll be on you tomorrow.
That's good. That's good. I need to speak with her anyway. That's good. So.
Edgar, thank you so much.